Hi, I'm Chowdhury and I'm the Assistant Director of School of Professional Studies at University. Today I'm going to tell you all or talk to you all about something called leadership. Now, what is leadership? Now, quite often people think that leadership is only when you have a team. I presume the basic understanding is not that. Leadership is all about how you create yourself and present in front of a group of people so that those people can follow you with whatever actions you take. And it starts off with something which is called self-leadership. Now, self-leadership is very important. You lead yourself. It's not about a team, it's about you. So let me start off with the prehistoric times. I'm going to say, where does the leadership come from? And I keep giving this example to people that there was this kind of leadership which is called transactional leadership. Now, what is transactional leadership? Transactional leadership is all about when I tell you to do something, and in return of that, if you do that, you get this from me. Now, where has it come from? So let me tell you a small story. All right. So once upon a time, in Macedonia, and the Greeks, there was this the king and the beautiful queen, and they had one beautiful daughter. Her name was Andromeda. Now, the king and the queen, they were very proud that they had an amazing kingdom and everyone used to work, and they lived happily. Now, one fine day in the court, the queen stands up and says that, why do I need God? I don't need God. I have everything. Our people work and we get food. I have a daughter, Andromeda, who is more beautiful than the goddess of beauty. Now, at that point in time, on top of the Olympus mountains, all the 12 the gods and the goddesses, they stood up. They were angry. How can she say this? Now, the king of the gods, Zeus, he had three brothers, right? Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Now, Hades is the brother who ruled the underworld. What do you mean by underworld? Underworld means life after death. Now, life after death. He says, brother, do not worry. They are scared of me. Let me go and teach them a lesson. Now, Hades comes down, enters the court, and unleashes all the weird creatures. They started killing people, all right? And the queen lies down, king and the queen lies down and says that we are sorry. I'm extremely sorry. Forgive us, all right? Then Hades says, I can forgive you on only one condition, that you keep worshipping us. Now, this is the beginning of the transactional leadership. You do something and you get something. But now, after that, we have seen the next phase of leadership, which is called the transformational leadership. Now, what is transformational leadership? Transformational leadership is through your actions, you transform other people. Other people see you doing something, all right, some great activities, and they also do it immaterial where they are, all right, and you create multiple leaders. The challenge of transactional leadership is that you only create followers. You do not create another group of leaders. But with transformational leadership, you create multiple leaders. Now I would come to self-leadership, which you all should follow at this point in time. Now, what is it? It is the act of making or creating value systems. For example, I decide to do certain things in the next certain days, certain period of time. I follow that and I reach to what I have done. And these are all promises I make to myself and I follow them. Now, let me also talk about what is self-leadership. Now, in self-leadership, we are promising ourselves to do certain things. For example, we decide on doing certain activities, we decide on doing certain tasks, and we promise ourselves that this is the timeline I would give myself to finish off this task, and I would do it. For that reason, whatever is required, I'll get it done. All right. Let's say I decide that I would finish an online course in the next 1 week or 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks. I write it down in a piece of paper that this is what I need to do, my to-do list. And every time I finish off one task, I tick on it. And this is how I create a more disciplined me. I think it is essential for everyone to understand that if I want to become a great leader and I want people to follow me, I want people to listen to me, the first thing I need to understand is I should listen to myself. Now, this is one thing I keep talking about, is external communication and internal communication. Now, when I talk to someone else, I talk to a group of people, that's called external communication. Now, what is internal communication? Internal communication is when I tell myself that yes, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to become. Or a year down the line, this is where I want to reach. 5 years down the line, this is where I want to reach. That's internal communication. Your motivation, everything comes from internal communication. I think it's essential for all of us to understand this. And today, my only suggestion to all of you is listen to yourself. Mark your to-do list. Get things done. And that is how you create a great character. Once you have a great character, you have visions, and then that is when people would also start following you. But leadership does not talk about people around you. It talks about you. It starts off with you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and support. Thank you so much. You take care. Have a great day.